The battle for the Valian Rift was supposed to be a decisive victory for the Zorith Empire. For months, the Empire's fleets had swept across the sector, overwhelming every Concord defense line. Now their armada, 300 warships strong, waited at the edge of the rift, ready to crush the last Concord stronghold in the region. Admiral Threxer, seated in the command throne of the Imperial Spear, reviewed the latest scans. "Enemy forces?" he demanded. The sensor officer's frills flicked in disbelief. "Sir, it's just one ship." Threxer's spine stiffened. "One? A trap?" The tactical holo blinked to life, projecting the image of a lone vessel drifting into the rift. It wasn't Concord design. The hull was dark, unpolished, almost crude compared to the sleek Zorith ships. The only visible marking was a white insignia, a blue planet encircled by laurel branches. "Identification," Threxer barked. The officer hesitated. "Human. Registry. HSS Retribution." The bridge fell silent. Zorith officers were not superstitious, but the name human carried a weight even they didn't mock. The stories were old, human ships appearing in conflicts only rarely, but when they did, battles ended swiftly and violently. Most dismissed them as Concord propaganda. Threxer was not so sure. "Hail them," he ordered. Static filled the comms for a moment before a voice, low and calm, cut through. "This is Captain Elias Ward of the HSS Retribution. You are in violation of Concord territory. Withdraw or be engaged." Threxer laughed, his voice echoing across the bridge. "You dare threaten the Zorith Empire with a single ship?" The voice returned, utterly without emotion. "No, I promise you something worse. You have 1 minute to decide." The minute passed. Threxer gave the order to advance. The Zorith fleet moved into the rift, weapons primed. The Retribution didn't maneuver to evade. It simply adjusted its course slightly, like a predator angling for the perfect strike. Then it opened fire. What happened next was later studied in military academies for decades. The Retribution's first salvo wasn't a traditional barrage. It was a precise, coordinated strike against the lead Zorith battleship's reactor nodes. Four massive ships went dark instantly, drifting dead in space. Before the Zorith could react, the human vessel executed a maneuver so abrupt and violent that inertia dampeners screamed. It slipped between two cruisers, shredding one with close-range railgun fire while disabling the other's weapons with pinpoint missile strikes. The Retribution never stopped moving. It didn't fight like a fleet ship. It fought like a duelist, every motion deliberate, every attack designed to cripple, disorient, or destroy. Within 10 minutes, the Zorith front line was in chaos. On the Imperial Spear, Threxer's voice rose over the panic chatter. "Regroup. Surround it. It cannot fight us all." The Zorith ships tried. They closed in from all angles, trapping the human ship in a tightening sphere of fire. That's when the Retribution revealed its trump card. Sensors detected an energy surge far beyond any known Concord weapon. The human ship's hull panels shifted, revealing banks of weapons hidden beneath. In a single synchronized blast, it unleashed a wave of electromagnetic pulses and kinetic penetrators. Half the surrounding fleet went blind as targeting systems failed. The rest lost engines, shields, or both. Ships collided in the confusion. The Retribution surged forward, carving a path through the remains of the formation. Threxer watched in disbelief as his carefully ordered fleet became a graveyard. In less than 30 minutes, over 100 Zorith ships were destroyed or crippled. The human ship sustained only superficial damage. The comms crackled again. "This is Captain Ward. You still have ships capable of retreat. Take them. Leave this sector. You won't get another chance." The tone wasn't gloating. It wasn't even angry. It was tired. Threxer's pride burned hotter than his fear. "We are the Zorith Empire. We do not run from prey," he roared. But the truth was undeniable. The Retribution could destroy the rest of his fleet before they could land a decisive blow. And if the legends were true, this was just one human ship. There could be more. He made the call no Zorith admiral wanted to make. "Signal withdrawal." As the remnants of the Zorith armada limped away, the Retribution didn't pursue. It simply held position, watching until the last hostile contact disappeared beyond the rift. On the bridge of the human ship, Captain Ward stood silently, gazing at the starfield. His XO approached. "They'll be back," she said. Ward nodded. "Probably, but they'll think twice before underestimating a single ship again." In the days that followed, the battle became a myth told in hushed tones across the galaxy. 300 warships had entered the rift. Only one human ship had been there to meet them, and one human ship had been enough.